Welcome to Start Before You're Ready, the podcast that proves that you don't need to wait for the perfect moment to begin your journey towards better health and happiness. I'm your host, Kelly Young. Remember, the first step is often the hardest, but it's always worth taking. Hey guys, it's Kelly, and I am back with an episode of Start Before You're Ready that I am really excited to record. I am hoping this episode serves as an inspiration to people that are in our community and beyond. One of my missions as a health and fitness professional is to really connect with people, not just in our community, but outside of our community. And as many of you know, I'm a part of several different communities because when you have kids, that connects you to different groups of people. And one of the groups of people that I have had the honor and privilege to be connected to, especially this year, is the Hampton-Sydney lacrosse moms. And families and there was a very special, just a little bit of history about Hampton-Sydney. For those who don't know, Hampton-Sydney is an all-boys school in Farmville, Virginia, which is in the middle of nowhere. Put it this way, they just got a Chipotle, if that tells you anything. And there's 2 colleges there, and they just got a Chipotle. It's a small school, but it's known for its brotherhood. It's known for its camaraderie. It's known for its culture, and it attracts some really, really special boys. And my son, at college decision time, was not college bound, and it was a little bit of a twist to that he was going to go there, and he had a great experience playing lacrosse and being a student athlete and met some wonderful boys. And today, my guest is the mom of one of those wonderful boys. So Megan, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, talk about your family a little bit, and then we can talk about how we connected.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it very much. Really excited to be here. I'm Meghan Mack. As you said, my son graduated from Hampton-Sydney just this past year, and he played with Kelly's son, and they have loved every minute of their time on the hill. So just what a gift to be able to have those boys in our lives. And then we got kind of a bonus because we got these amazing parents. All the parents on the team were great, but our senior group was pretty cool. So feel really fortunate about that. I live in Richmond, Virginia. I have 3 children. My daughter is going to be a junior in college next year, and my youngest son will be a senior in high school, and he is going on to play college lacrosse. And I work, I have a husband, and my schedule is full, and thank God I got to meet Kelly because I actually get to work out 4 days a week now, which it used to just be a walk, and now it's Kelly's class and a walk, and I just feel like a different person. So I feel very fortunate to have met you through Hampton-Sydney now that we have this relationship. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, let's tell the story of how this actually happened. And I'm going to be totally honest because that's my personality. I have a lot of people that I tell them about what I do. Oh, I'd love to work out with you. I'd love to work out with you. A very small percent get to where you are right now, okay, where this is something that you do. And I think, we'll go back a little bit about just things that were going on in your life. A mom of 3, her daughter's at South Carolina. Her youngest is committed to play at Loyola, so we know what that means. Like, she's traveling to see to all there's a lot of moving parts here. Okay, so she's doing a lot of different things. On top of that, she's caring for her mom. And we have a lot of people in our community that are in the same exact situation as you, with Alzheimer's in particular, with memory care. And I know that is a very hard season. The hard there's no word to even cover it. But as Meghan shared with me, I didn't know. I'm learning everything about her today. I really don't know much about her, which I think is really fun because I'm excited to learn more. But she shared that her mom was up in Maryland. She was in Virginia. She had 2 years of just really pure hell, not being able to just really off balance in life, a walk here and there. And now she's gotten her mom closer to her, right, in Richmond. And was there like a moment where you were like, I just need to do something? Or was it just the timing was like, oh yeah, I want to do that too?
I think I knew because towards the end, like when we moved her down here in January of this year, I knew that I needed to start taking care of myself because nothing felt right. My clothes didn't fit, and outside of I felt terrible. I was always tired. Even in my skin, I could tell. And I was like, once I get mom down, get her settled, I need to start doing something. So then after I got mom down here in January, I started doing some walking, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, I had weights and I'd do them here and there. But then graduation came, and you and I, I'd heard about your studio just through Stacey and what have you. And then you and I connected. I'm like, this is it. This is the sign. And so we talked in the parking lot after a lacrosse game, and I was like, I'm in. And then you were great about just following up. And I was like, if I'm going to commit, I'm going to commit all the way. And then I was always like, too, I was like, well, I can't disappoint Kelly because she's like totally helping me out. And now I like, if I even feel like a little bit like, oh, I'm tired, I'm like, she'll kick my tail if I'm not on that class. So
good. Keep thinking that. So. I'm not a nice person.
No, you are a nice person, but accountability is big for you. And I love that. And I feel like if it's important to show up. If you're putting the time in to do the classes and to schedule it, and this is your passion and your career, like I need to honor that too. And so that's just kind of a me thing. I just feel like you have to honor what other people do, and it's important. Everyone's time is important. So that's kind of why I'm here, and it's working. And I'm telling you, 30 days, and I just saw a total transformation in my body. So I'm in. Yeah.
Well, I find it interesting that you shared that you're doing it because you want to be accountable to me because you said you were going to do it. It's such a common theme in our most successful people. They do more for other people than they would do. I mean, obviously, this is something you need to do for yourself. You said it, and you need to focus more on my health. But like the accountability piece came from feeling like somebody else cared that you were doing it. And that's our whole business model. It's not just for you. It's not just for our friends. That's what we really try to cultivate for our community, because that's how I am. I'm not doing something if someone's not going to notice. If I write it down that Kelly's going to do this and just Kelly knows about it, Kelly isn't going to do it. I'm just not that person. I wish I was, but I need a team, a group, somewhere else that is going to hold me accountable and care, and something else that I'm a part of. So I want to go back. So let's just take people through the experience of becoming a virtual student of energy, we'll call it energy, before you're not connected to the community, because this is kind of new for us. We don't get a lot of these. I have this one girl, Danielle, who joined us from the outside. Her sister Jenna is a community member. Some people that like are connected in some way, but most of our virtual students are students that moved away. But I want more people like you, because as we talked about off camera, I really think that the way we do the virtual program and the number of classes that we offer for the price point that we do, it's unheard of. It's really special. And it doesn't work for everybody. Not everyone's a home exerciser, so I value that. But if you are somebody that wants to create a routine with exercise, you don't want to do it on your own, you don't want to worry about what to do, you just want to turn on the screen and be told what to do, get your workout in 45 minutes, and move along with your day, this is the perfect program for you. So talk about that, Meghan, as you came in. So I think I just said in the beginning, because I don't ever want like my friends to join and then not come, and I felt guilty. So you were on test, I said, let me give you a month, see if it works for your schedule, see if it works, like just let's try it. And then to me at the end of the month, it would be obvious of whether or not. And I didn't even say hey, you want to join now? You were like, hey Kelly, how do I join? Like it was so easy. Yeah.
I know. I was like, ooh, I can't miss a class. So no, it was important. Yeah. And like we were talking about before, I started the day after the Monday after Hampton Sydney's graduation weekend, I was tired but I was ready. And, it was easy. I mean, it was computer setup. I mean, at 6 a.m. class, I've done the 6 a.m. I've done another one at like 6:45, 6:30, and it just works. I get it done. It's out of the way. Everyone here is still asleep. And it's like me time, because we don't get enough of that. I never have much me time, because then after I have my coffee, so it just kind of works with my schedule. And I literally feel when I'm finished, it's something that I've accomplished for the day. I'm hungry and I want to eat well. And it kind of was just checking all the boxes for me. And as I went through, it's like, I feel better. I feel energized. And then, like I said, when I got to that 30-day mark and I was like, who is this? Like definition in legs and stomach and arms and just places. Like I was like, there she is. there's my girl. And I hadn't seen her in a really long time. And that was really, really, really cool. I was really proud of myself, and I hadn't been really proud of myself in a really long time either. So I think what you do for people is you give them hope and you give them health. And I think those are two of the most important things that we take for granted in life.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. And thank you for saying you're proud of yourself, because this is something that we coach in our community, and it can't be stated enough. Celebrate the wins. I heard once I was at a workshop or a mastermind retreat, and somebody said, the moment you stop celebrating your wins is the moment you stop having them. It wasn't their quote. They were quoting someone else, but I remember writing it in my notebook, in font 18 and so braille, because I was like, that is such a powerful statement. We are so focused on the things we're not doing and the things that we're missing and the things that we didn't quite get right. And it's like, what are we like? Here's a win. Here's a really significant win. And I love that you said you were proud of yourself. I try to get all of our students and anybody that I coach, like if I can get them to say one thing that they're proud of in a session or in a week or in a work or in a year, it's really, really powerful. It's really interesting because you're just the language that you're using and the things that you're finding value in they really coincide with our students that tend to have long-term sustainable success. I'm not saying it has to be with us. Maybe now, maybe you're like, I want to get out and see people, and you join a gym in Richmond, which of course I don't want, but I would be happy for you if that was what was best for you. This might be a stepping stone. But I want to talk about what you said about the transformation in 30 days, because I believe you. I believe you that your body felt different after 30 days because you're doing a lot of strength. So you were doing Monday and Wednesday. I know you were doing a little bit. Did you do yoga sometimes?
I don't. I do your Monday and Wednesday, and then I do Thursday, the core and restore, and then I do Jess's class on.
So, wow. So yeah, you're doing a lot of strength, because Jess's class is strength too. So Monday, 6 a.m. strength, Wednesday, 6 a.m. strength, and then core and restore, which is great because nobody can, there's such a huge value on that. And typically people don't put that into their programming in the beginning. They realize down the road, hey, maybe I should do this. But one of the things that I have found, and I think this season of life in particular, if you don't have mobility, you don't have strength, right? You can't be strong if you're not mobile. Yeah. And then I love that you do Jess's class. It's a great variety. It's just a really, really great routine. It gives you a little more time to sleep in on Friday because her class doesn't start till 6:45. And they're a little bit different, which Monday and Wednesday, we're picking up some heavier weights. My gold standard training protocol is full body workout. That's what I've always done. Full body workout, because I don't know if I'm going to see you again. So I don't want to just hit your legs, right? In 45 minutes, multiple sets. Because to me, the first time you're figuring it out, the second time you're getting a little bit more out of the move, and you're thinking, oh, maybe I can go a little bit heavier, or maybe I can hinge a little bit deeper, or whatever it is. You're starting to perfect it. And then the third time you're like, I'm getting stronger right now. This is working, right? The confidence is there. That's everything. And the mental game is just as important as the physical game. What you're thinking, what you're feeling is just as important as the weights that you're curling or squatting or whatever it is. I truly believe that. And I think that valuing it, like you said, I'm sure your mom, I know a lot of my students, because there is so much research that's saying if you're afraid of whatever disease, exercise is top of the list, right? Exercise is top of the list. So, and I know in particular with Alzheimer's it's top of the list. And that's something that is a big why for a lot of my students. And it shouldn't be your only why. And maybe it's not even your why. I don't need to put words in your mouth, but the feeling, talk about how you feel. You talked about a little bit. You said when you're done, you feel accomplished and proud. How's your energy for the rest of the day?
Usually really, really good. And I don't really dip at between 2 and 4 as much anymore. I feel like it's a little more sustained, but it's interesting how hungry I am throughout the day and how much water I want. And I'm, not craving like weird like chips. And so I want like protein and fruit, and because I know that when I eat it, I feel good. And now when I eat something bad, I feel terrible. And I always have been that way, but now it's even worse. But throughout the day, I just feel like I communicate better. I'm happier. I just like I'm motivated I feel like I do more even around the house, outside, doing some gardening. And I just feel like overall, and the mental part of it is huge, like clarity on the mental side, but also just like, it's like peace. There's a lot of peace that comes from it. And, you feel really good that you've got your workout in early. You can do your walk at night or whenever. And I just feel like the whole package, I feel like I work more effectively at my job. I feel like I'm a better mom. I feel like I'm setting a good example for my kids. They know that I'm getting up and I'm working out. They're all really active as well. So it's just kind of the whole package. It really just sets you up for success, I think, in a lot of different. And my husband is like, I can't believe you're getting up 4 days a week this early. And he comes in and has his coffee in the other room. And we were doing the stretch where we were holding our ankles today. And he looks in and he was like, just checking to make sure you're breathing in there. And I was like, but I mean, it's just funny now that it's just such a part of the routine.
So you do it on the main floor. I've seen you. It's windows, which is very nice. You have a nice little setup.
Yeah.
Do you use your computer, or your phone, or an iPad?
I use my computer. It's in like our sunroom. We have a full basement that has a gym and everything. It's just dark down there and it's not finished. And so I just like to be up in the morning.
Girl. Then I hear you.
Yeah.
I need the sun.
The sun comes up and it's just all in, and so.
That's great. That's great. And it doesn't disturb anyone in your house. Do you have headphones on?
It's at the far end of the house. And so the kids are all upstairs and we're on the main floor, but it's on the other side. So it's pretty, it's not huge, but it's far enough away where no one can hear. So it's great. It's great. Yeah.
I love that. Well, one of the things that you said a couple of times that I have to touch on is funny, because I was actually just thinking about this today. Hunger. Hunger is a sign of health. Being hungry is a sign of vitality and good energy. And the fact that you mentioned it the first time, you're like, when I'm done, I'm hungry. Like, that is great. And I want to tell you something, because you're not, I know I talk a lot, but you can't hear the jabber in the studio. We say Wednesday in particular, because Wednesday's always been like our full body strength day. We always say Wednesday's hungry day. There's like, I can't get enough food on Wednesday.
It's true. I'm like, what else is in there? I've got my chopsticks, like my fruit. I keep eating throughout the day, but I don't but nothing, it doesn't, it's like I'm burning it, which is incredible.
Yeah, it does. It makes you, it's because it worked. I mean, that's how, the hunger is a sign that, because it's a strength workout, and that's a sign that your muscles are doing exactly what we want them to do. They're repairing, and that's causing that. It's not so much, I don't like to talk about calorie burn anyway, whatever, but it's not so much the calories you burn while you're working out. It's what's happening after, in particular with a strength class. And that is why you're hungry. You are literally revving up your metabolism, which is, it's a great thing. And I know you talked about your nutrition, that's always been something that's important to you, but you feel like you're more dialed in now that you're working out. We haven't talked about this at all. I might have put it in a text or something, but are you protein focused? Are you just real food focused? Or do you just have I
eat super, super clean, very focused. Protein, definitely. But I try and do organic and local when I can. I'm not carnivore or anything. I just can't eat like that. I love fruits and vegetables so much. I'm not a big carbohydrate person. I don't eat a lot of pasta or bread, but I have an egg lady. She delivers my eggs every week. I get 4 dozen eggs. We blow through those. The turkey bacon and we grill out a ton. Fresh Market is we're always there a couple times a week. So it's really focused that way. And, I will tell you, and no seed oils. I don't do any of the seed oils. I do love a French fry, chips and salsa, and potato chips. So those are my guilty pleasures. But I have found really yummy potato chips that are in avocado oil and also olive oil, the bolder ones. And they also have in the siete chips. Oh yeah. So those I feel are good guilty Friday pleasures. But so it's good balance. But yeah, I'm and then I have all my supplements and, brain health, and it's just become such an important thing to me. I think because what I saw my mom go through, and she was really healthy. She was doing Zumba up until she wasn't. And so it's just such a focus, but she didn't eat super well. She was mindful. but she loved to snack on like crackers and chips so I just have tweaked everything a lot, and a lot of support on the brain health with supplements, and then the good fat.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with that topic too, and it just seems like they keep coming out with more information, but it's all the basics, right? It's nothing crazy. It's all the things that we kind of should be doing anyway. And it's like, okay, just as one more reason to do them, because that is so important. And one of the things that we talk about in the workout community is even following commands, like, step back with your right leg, lift your left arm. That is really good for our cognitive health, especially if your heart rate is raised while you're doing it. So that's like another whole thing that there's been a lot of research done in particular on that. And I tell my students, like, that's the advantage of doing group training, because you are following somebody, you are following commands. It's like, you're not just like reading a sheet of paper, and you're following commands to music to. So I think that there's just good energy with that. I love that you shared that.
Oh, 100%. I love that. That's so interesting. I always love hearing, because some of the things that you don't think about, and you're like, yeah, you're like multitasking, and you're following directions, and your brain is, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that makes sense. So my brain's getting a workout too.
100%. And plus I don't know about you, but I feel like at home, I get super distracted very easily.
Oh,
and I have a very hard time like just doing one thing for 45 minutes, period. It's not new. I can't blame my phone. This is me. You probably see it a little bit in my son Cameron. He's adopted his mom's son. But when I am in a class or teaching a class, I'm like, I don't ever really think about anything else except being in that room, in that workout environment. And I think that's great for all of us too. It's just a very focused period of time. It's 45 minutes. We warm up. We do our mobility. We get our strength in. We get a nice stretch, and nothing else. There's no really other input besides the workout that we're doing. So that's another just a positive aspect of working out this way versus like you're in a gym and like you go look at your phone. Oh, someone's going to text me. Let me text them back. Like everyone knows if you got a message from me while I'm teaching, something's really wrong. Like unless,
Yeah. I mean, that's the nice part though, is like the phone is gone for 45 minutes. And usually throughout the day, it's not away from me that long with work and kids. And so that is I didn't think about that either. That's a really nice aspect of it. It's just focused time on kind of yourself and getting healthy and feeling good about yourself. And it's fun to see everyone else.
Yeah.
I'd like to see. And my favorite was it Dan who did 59 push-ups?
Oh, Ken, 59 push-ups. He's a beast. Oh my
gosh, that was a machine.
I know.
I was like, that was inspiring. That was pretty. And they were perfect.
He is really, really strong. His fitness is a big part of his identity. I mean, it's not what he does for a living, but he might as well have. He actually played tennis in college and has coached the local high school in tennis. And his physique, it looks like he's a bodybuilder. I mean, he looks amazing. But yeah, a lot of my students, Megan, it's been crazy. A lot of them have turned 60 this year or are already 60. And I'm seeing what is possible, really, because it's really interesting. Like I have a girl, Tina, she just started with me a couple of years ago. She's about to turn 60 in October, and we're like training for her 60th birthday. I have other people that have been with me for 20 years, but like anything is possible. Like just you saying in a month, I noticed a huge difference in my strength. People need to know that. They need to know that if you're consistent, which is not every day, 3-4 times a week is perfect. And you're closer to the 4, but consistency is king. When people say, how many times a week should I work out? The answer is as many as you can do consistently, because going 7 days a week, 1 week, and then going off for 3 weeks, and you're not building anything. We're not moving forward. It's gotta be, it could be 2 1 week, 4 the next. I mean, like my husband with his job, 1 week he might be 1, and then the next week he's 4, but at least like he's consistent with his, I work out when I can. Like if I'm not immediate, like if nothing else is pulling me, I'm going to be there. Like that is his level of consistency, and I'll take it. I can't, I don't have a choice. I'm not going to get anything else. So
right. Schedule wise. Yeah. No, I think consistency is huge, and then it becomes a habit. And so when you miss it, you feel it. And it might not be like something you see, but like you feel like there's almost like a little void, and it's nothing that a walk or a run. It's just it's like you miss that community too. I think it's being a part of something. And especially for those of us who work remotely a lot of the time. I mean, I'm here and I'm on my computer all the time. So being kind of out of that and being a part of a community, even though I'm not in the studio, it's still being a part of a community. I think we all long for that, right? In some way, shape, or form too. So I think building that is critical.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you are a part of me, and that's something I want to do. Let's talk about that. Like what could we do? Because I really am on a mission. I really am on a mission to improve the experience for our virtual, because it for a while it was like, we're going to get rid of it, or we're going to do it. We're going to get better at it. And I was like, some of my instructors, but because it depends on the class. Like we've really narrowed our schedule down to only offer it at classes where it really makes sense, where it's not like it's the experience for the people in the studio isn't that different. It's a class where everyone's in one spot anyway, for the most part. So it works. It might be a little bit different. Jess on Fridays, I think she sometimes does a circuit, but she has a whole plan for the people at home. So
you can follow her, and she will stop and she'll say, at home, do this, and then she's great. No, I haven't really skipped a beat with the virtual part at all. So
yeah, okay, good. Yeah, and the other thing, you haven't gotten yours yet. I need to get to the mailbox, but we try to recognize milestones. Like you got to 10 pretty quickly. You're probably closer to 20 by now, but we're tracking your workouts. We know, if we have a whole system through FitGrid, if someone's not showing up, it'll show us obviously we can't I can keep track of some people. I can't keep track of everybody. But so we do have systems in place that help us ding people. And sometimes I feel bad because they want to be there. They've just got something going on in their life. And, sometimes they'll ghost us and then I'll be like, oh, are they mad? And then they'll come back and be like, thanks for that message you sent while I was out, Kelly. I'm like, oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, I was just in the weeds. I couldn't yeah.
No, I love that. And I think it's important because some people are like, oh, that it doesn't matter if I don't show up. And then you reach out to them and they're like, wow, I do matter. That's important. And I think people just want to know that people are missing them, or because, in this world that's so crazy and everyone's going at a million miles an hour, and usually specifically, not to disparage men, but moms, and we are giving to everyone else and making sure that everyone else, but who's checking on us? And I think that's a huge thing that you do that I've never had that with a gym before. Even if I don't show up for, a month, not we've missed you. I mean, you guys do that. That's huge. And I think really kind of continuing that for all of them, another little something that sets you apart for sure.
So go back to you before college graduation, worried not prioritizing your own health. Obviously, anyone that we're in graduation season, that's just that kind of takes over. Everything is about that kid for that minute. And then you got a senior too. So all of his senior stuff, this year, this year, you've done it twice already. More than anybody. This year is going to be a whirlwind too. There's going to be lots of extras and nights and days and signings and all kinds of stuff. But what would you say to them to help them get out of that, I just don't have time, or it's just this is a season where I can't worry about my own health? What would you say to them?
I think you have time. You make time for what's important. We all do. You can make time to sit there and scroll on your phone for 40 minutes. So why don't you take 40 minutes and work out? I mean, I think it's all, you've got to put what are your priorities? What do you want to get healthy? Do you want to feel better? Then wake up early, and I'm a sleeper.
That's interesting, because usually sleepers don't do well in morning classes.
No. I love to sleep in, and now my body gets me. I mean, my body is up at 5:00 before my alarm now, even, and then I'm up and I'm going, and even on the weekends, and the weekends I'm a little bit lazier, but I think it's just you have to commit to it. And what is it? 21 days to take a habit and 30 days to change your life, I think is kind of the and I've seen it. I'm proof. I I had the cafeteria arm and I had this like roll around my stomach, and I wasn't like super overweight, but I just didn't feel good. And now like I don't mind wearing sleeveless, shirts anymore, and I just feel more confident. And it's not, I don't care, I'm not walking any runways anytime soon. That's not happening, but I just feel good. I feel healthy. And I've noticed, it's interesting, I've noticed a change in my skin. Just overall too, just it's plumper and it's got like a different color and tone to it overall. And so I guess it's the blood rushing all over my body.
Yeah. Are you drinking more water too?
I'm drinking more water, lots more like herbal teas and water with lemon. And I've also, interestingly enough, I try every morning to do a teaspoon of baking soda in water. And I've read a lot, specifically because I'm on this like dementia journey, but it's super helpful it basically helps your body stay alkaline. And so that is helpful. And that has really made me feel better randomly. Like it helps me with the inflammation.
What does that taste like? I'm going to try that.
It tastes gross, but I mean, you can do anything, and so I'll do my work.
A teaspoon of baking soda? That's a lot.
Yeah, I work, but it's in like a glass, like a big glass, but I do a teaspoon. Yeah, I haven't had any ill effects from it, so I figure there's worse things I could be doing with it.
Yeah, that was big for a while. Now that I think about it, like it was like you were testing your pH, and are you acidic or alkaline, and that was big for a while. I haven't heard much about it, but interesting. Hey, it's not. I can't imagine it's going to hurt you.
Yeah, I think I put it in the dog's bowl. He's a lab, so he gets like the fatty. I'm doing everything I can to fight it. I figured it's pretty non-toxic, and my body will tell me if it doesn't want it anymore.
Oh, trust me, I'm all for, especially something like baking soda. Now, when people are taking all these, spending more money than they need to on a certain type or brand of supplement that they probably could. I don't care. You can do it, but I'd rather see them buying better quality food and better. The same people that are doing that are not necessarily making the best choices with their nutrition. And it's like, well, you can't outdo that, which is just, popping some pills. You gotta kind of marry it all together. And I think that's really what's worked for you. I think that's one of the reasons why you're so successful. We do things in layers. Our most successful students don't try to do everything at once. And you kind of had the nutrition down. Like you weren't struggling with nutrition. So you were like, okay, I'm pretty good with my nutrition. I like the way I eat. I eat whole foods. I feel good about that. That's something I've always prioritized. I started walking, right? Like when I was walking when I got some weights, whatever. Then you realize there wasn't enough consistency with that. And then you took the next step. So it's like you did stuff. You were doing stuff. It's not like you were like waiting. So I think that is really, really important. In fact, since it's time for our most important question, and it doesn't have to be this. You can say anything, any part of your life. But the name of this podcast is Start Before You're Ready, because I believe that a lot of times people wait for that perfect time. They wait until the kids are gone, or they have more time, or whatever it is that they think will make a difference. And then it becomes a lot harder to start because they don't have a foot in the door. So I like to say, start before you're ready. Just take action. Just do something. If you want to become a healthier person, start doing one thing that's going to move you closer to being a healthier person. I know I'm paraphrasing James Clear there. I didn't mean to. He's so in my head. But would you have an example of starting before you're ready in your life, a time when you were like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for this, but I just got to do it?
Probably a lot of little ones that you just kind of have to jump into it. Obviously this was one. I wasn't really thinking I was going to start on a Monday after graduation, but sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off and jump in with both feet. I think to that point though too, like everyone has change in their life. And I had a lot of change in my life this year with my mom and then Davis graduating and, change in job and all of that good stuff. And I think it was just, to your point, like start before you're ready. Today is as good as any other day. My dad had a favorite quote where he's a big sailor, and it was, when the winds of change blow, adjust your sails. So I feel like it goes start before you're ready, adjust your sails, and just go with the direction that the wind takes you, because there's always going to be an excuse, right? And you know what they say about excuses. I won't say it on here, but I think you have to start at some point, and you can pivot and change even if it's not the right direction that you're going in. You can adjust, but you just have to start. You just have to take the first step. And that, for me, it was life-changing.
Yeah, that's so great.
Because it really trickles out into other aspects of your life too. So one step is kind of a ripple effect. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Well, I want to say thank you to you, first of all, for being willing to be on the podcast and being such a great guest and sharing your journey with virtual programming and being an outsider to our community. And we didn't really know each other that well. I mean, we really didn't. Like, I was just kind of figuring out who mom belonged to who. Having multiple teams, trying to remember everything and going and coming and going. But you really helped me. I do want to say that it helped me a lot. You gave me some confidence that, like, hey, yeah, this is something that we should be encouraging people that are looking for something that aren't necessarily local, or like some of our members are local-ish. They live 40 minutes away or 35 minutes away. They want to come into the studio maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday, but they also can't do that during the week. So they do like the hybrid, and I'm hoping to do like some kind of retreat or something for us. I know we talked about getting you up here because that would be great. But I am grateful, and mostly because, and I don't even know what do you do, Meg? What is your job?
Oh gosh, I'm in like fractional recruiting and like chief people officer. I work for a company called Dahlia here.
Oh wow!
So we do recruiting. Yep.
Oh wow!
So
oh wow!
Find people jobs.
Okay, nothing related to what Stacey does.
Well, we are of the same, but not the same.
But okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense, because that's kind of how I felt about you. I'm like, she's such a good communicator, and she like, she kind of says everything you want to hear. I'm like, I hope she really means it, but I do. It makes sense that you are a people officer and that you work in the people business, and that really makes a lot of sense. And I'm sure you have some days, so I'm sure that it's great to be able to kind of reconnect and recenter and just be able to focus on you. Thank you again for being on. Anything else you want to say to our Start Before You're Ready community?
I mean, just take the first step. I mean, it will change your life. It will.
Yeah.
And thank you. And yes, you can.
Yes, you can. We love that saying.
What you came for. We need hacks.
It's so funny you just said that. Oh my gosh, you really do say what you're saying. I literally was going to ask you, I was going to say, since you started, have you like picked up on any of our like expressions or terminology? But I was like, well, that's kind of putting her on the spot because, maybe not. But yes, you can, and get what you came for. Mm-hmm. Doesn't get any better than that.
And when you yell and groan, I feel that way too. Like when it's like the last one and I'm like, oh my gosh, she feels like that too. I don't feel so bad.
I need to work on my groaning.
No, it's awesome. Keep doing that. It's so fun. And I love how you talk through the entire class too. It's fun. So it's amazing.
Yeah, we keep it pretty real. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much again. I look forward we'll be celebrating your 50th visit soon.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Start Before You're Ready. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share with a friend who might need a little motivation. Ready to start your own journey? Check out our workouts and nutrition coaching programs at kellysbootcamp.net. You can choose from in-person sessions or virtual programs. Set up a complimentary coaching session to get started. Follow along with me and the show on social media at Kellys_bootcamp. Until next time, this is Kelly Young reminding you that the best time to start is always now.